We like to surprise our guests with fans and friends. And so before we move along, take a look. Someone had a question for you.
Hey guys, hi Lynn, hi everyone at Private Sessions. Now, I have a question that I've been thinking for 15 years, and hopefully you can give me the answer. Now, when we were with Transcontinental Records and Lou Pearlman, we were always, of course, pitted against each other, and we would hear like things that y'all would say, and I'm sure that they would say things that we would say about you guys, and it was always blamed on Kevin. Now, I was wondering if you heard things that we would say about you guys, who in NSYNC was blamed for it mostly? Because I have a feeling it was me. So can you please clarify that one?
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
That's
actually funny that he would, because that's some inside stuff there that
That's
nobody
really
would know.
funny.
All right, so give it to me.
Well, like you said, there was a lot of the media as well would try to put us up against each other and constantly say like, oh, we heard that you guys feel this way about them, or they feel this way about you guys and stuff like that. So, but I think it's just because the nature of us being two similar groups and coming from the same camp.
Absolutely.
There was only one
the
real
oldest
actual
member though in the group that I think got the.
Chris Patrick, I think, got a lot of time.
That was the only actual real rivalry was between me and Chris. That was the only
that was over a girl.
Yeah, over a girl that we both dated within a 3-year period, totally
Did you
separate.
get into fisticuffs over it, or
No, but like
It was never anything big.
like now we're awesome friends. I mean, that was years ago. And we're both younger.
But for real
and it was
though, I mean, really think about it though. They came out of our backyard, right? So it didn't bother you whatsoever, AJ?
No, I mean, honestly, it didn't. When it actually bothered me was when not only was that happening, but then they got signed to our same label. That's when it was just like,
having
oh,
the same label, the same manager, the same promoters, the same tours,
same everything.
the same
it's a
routing,
business.
Same wardrobe.
So did you
we
know
realize
that they were saying you
now
guys
that
are
it's a business.
Exactly. Now
it's
we
nothing
look at it
personal.
differently. But then it was like,
We were the
it's
first child.
It's a
He was
hard.
the second child. You get a little bit of kind of jealous.
But
I
yeah,
think
you
the
went through
stuff
all the hard
I
lessons.
think the stuff that he's speaking about is all the, like, if we didn't take a show and they got the show and that type of stuff is what he's speaking about.
Yeah.
Who was the scapegoat? You know what I mean, when it came to the members, and he said that it was
That's
Kevin.
funny they put it on Kevin.
And I remember that being Kevin, and I think he's right. I think it's the
Was it
oldest
him?
member in that group. Whoever the oldest member in the group was,
That's gonna be Chris.
is Chris.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I think it was Lance, dude.
I do remember hearing sometimes back in some of the tabloid magazines that it was some of the stuff was being come from from Lance a couple of times.
Yeah.
And you
That's
honestly, at that time, because you said you were the first artist to come through the label, was anyone there saying, listen, don't believe what we're putting in here, this is all just for, the business part of it, these guys aren't really talking about you.
We
They
were
just
so
let you
new to
believe
it.
that this was...
Yeah,
We were so new, we didn't have no
whatever.
media training or any of that kind of stuff. We just winged it. And,
I'm friends with all of those
Yeah.
guys. I mean,
Yeah.
I've
of
hung out
course,
with
yeah.
Chris recently. I mean,
I went to college with Chris. We were in
Chris,
choir together. We were like from me to Brian. We sang next to each other.